Hello everyone. Welcome back to Wealth Mama. Today's market session was a classic example of how sentiment can shift from early optimism to steady selling pressure. Nifty opened positive but couldn't hold on, slipping into a persistent downtrend and finally closing below the crucial 26,000 mark. In this video, we're going to decode the full movement of Nifty for 24th November 2025, including global cues, domestic factors, sector-wise performance, top gainers and losers with solid reasons, updated support and resistance levels, volatility behavior, and finally, tomorrow's prediction based on everything the market has shown us today. Let's jump straight in. Nifty opened at 26,122.80, slightly higher than Friday's close of 26,068.15. There was some early strength, with Nifty moving up to the day's high of 26,142.80 in the morning session. But right after that high, the market lost momentum, and the rest of the day remained dominated by steady, controlled selling. Nifty slipped below 26,050, then 26,000, and finally settled at 25,959.50, down 108.65 points or minus 0.42%. The intraday chart clearly shows that every bounce was met with selling, which signals that the market is cautious and traders avoided carrying aggressive longs into the next session. Why did the market fall today? Weak global cues. Global markets were mixed today. Asian indices traded in a narrow range due to continued weakness in Chinese metals demand, rising US bond yields, geopolitical tensions creating defensive positioning, uncertainty ahead of key US macro prints. No major global trigger hit the market, but the sentiment was not supportive either. It was a neutral to weak global environment. On the domestic front, metals and commodity stocks saw heavy selling due to weak global pricing. Banks, especially private banks, witnessed profit booking. Broader market sentiment was weak. Only 11 stocks advanced while 39 declined, showing the pressure across sectors. Rupee stayed weak against the dollar, hurting import-heavy sectors. Traders chose to remain cautious ahead of major US and domestic data coming up this week. The combination of these factors kept Nifty under selling pressure. Sector-wise performance. Let's talk about the sectors. The weakest sectors are metals. Companies such as JSW Steel, Hindalco, Tata Steel and GRASIM are down because of global cues as it hurt all of them. Banking sector, where Axis Bank, ICICI Bank, SBI, HDFC Bank all closed negative. Cement, as UltraTech Cement and GRASIM both saw fresh selling. Auto sector, M&M fell sharply due to margin concerns. These sectors dragged Nifty throughout the day. Strong, resilient sectors. Despite the overall fall, some sectors showed resilience in today's session. Insurance and financial services where SBILIFE jumped strongly. IT sector, as Tech Mahindra, WIPRO, HCL Tech and Infosys all showed strength. Autos, premium segment EICHER and BAJAJ Auto delivered a solid performance. Pharma, mildly positive. Sun Pharma held up despite market pressure. The leadership from these defensives prevented a deeper fall. Now let's take a look at today's top Nifty gainers. SBILIFE, plus 2.60%. SBILIFE was today's strongest performer. Insurance companies benefited from rotation into defensives, stability in long-term yields, strong premium collection trends, and institutional buying interest. SBILIFE also saw healthy volumes, reflecting confidence from both retail and institutional players. Tech Mahindra, plus 2.42%. Tech Mahindra extended its rally after the IT sector gained global support due to expectations of softer US monetary tightening, good order flow visibility, and improved outlook for digital deals. IT stocks outperformed almost the entire market today. EICHERMOT, plus 1.62%. EICHER rallied strongly thanks to festive demand tailwinds, premiumization trend, and improving export sentiment. Auto leaders like EICHER often attract buying in uncertain markets. Bajaj Auto, plus 1.38%. Bajaj Auto moved higher due to bullish brokerage commentary, improved export visibility, and consistent performance in the two-wheeler and three-wheeler segments. WIPRO, plus 1.21%. WIPRO gained steadily on back of sector-wide IT strength, stable dollar movement, and positive flows into high-quality tech names. On the other hand, the top losers in today's market are Bharat Electronics Limited minus 3.23%. Bharat Electronics Limited saw the steepest fall today due to profit booking after several sessions of strong gains, weakness in defense sentiment after recent global aviation news, and high short-term valuations. JSW Steel minus 2.37%. JSW Steel corrected sharply because of global steel prices weakened, China's demand outlook remains unpredictable, and metals as a pack were under uniform selling pressure. Max Healthcare minus 2.37%. A surprising drop today, driven mainly by some profit booking in healthcare after last week's strength, high valuation concerns, and rotation away from defensive midcaps. GRASIM, minus 2%. GRASIM dropped due to weakness in the construction and materials segment, volume softness, and cautious institutional flows. M&M minus 1.67%. M&M saw selling pressure due to margin concerns, rural demand moderation signals, and rotation into safer auto plays like EICHER. Today, India VIX fell by 2.90%, signaling that despite the fall in Nifty, the market is not panicking. This means option premiums cooled. Traders are not expecting a sudden volatility spike. The selling today was more like controlled profit booking, not fear-driven selling. This VIX decline is important. It tells us that the correction is healthy, not panic-based. For tomorrow's session, following are the support and resistance levels based on the pivot points. Support 1, 25,866. This is the first major line of defense for Nifty. A bounce above this level could attract fresh buying. Support 2, 25,774. This is the critical level. If this breaks, Nifty may slip toward the 25,700 to 25,650 zone. Resistance 1, 26,097. This level is important because Nifty tried to stay above it today but failed. If Nifty opens above this tomorrow, we may see short covering. Resistance 2, 26,235. This is the breakout zone. A move above this level with volume can push Nifty back to bullish momentum. Tomorrow's market prediction. Based on today's price action, global cues, sector behavior, and VIX cooling. Scenario 1. Positive opening, most likely. If Nifty opens above 26,000, expect a bounce toward 26,097. IT, insurance, pharma and FMCG may lead. Metals may remain weak. Market could trade in a narrow but positive range. Scenario 2. Weak opening. If Nifty breaks 25,866, expect more downside. Banks and metals may drag further. Index may test 25,780 to 25,750 zone. Final view for tomorrow. A range-bound session with mild upward bias, unless global cues worsen overnight. VIX cooling supports the idea of a controlled, steady market, not panic. And that wraps up today's Nifty market report for 24th November, 2025. If you found value in this analysis, do like the video and please subscribe to Wealth Mama and share this video with your friends who follow the stock market. Comment below and tell me which stocks you want me to analyze tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.